For today's activity, we're going to be needing one piece of A4 paper, pair of scissors, a pen, and 4 different coloured textures or pencils or pens. Make sure, if you can, that each one of them, when you spell their names, has a different amount of letters in it, so that makes it just a little bit more fun. So we've got red, which is 3, then blue, which is 4, then purple, which is 5, then orange, which is 6. So we're going to be moving our Click Clack that many different times when we get it going. Now this is what it looks like once we've finished making it, and this one was one where I just did a times table one. So instead of asking, to pick a colour, you ask the person, pick a times table. So they might pick 9 times 2, and they tell you the answer, and you lift it up to check that it's correct. So that's one way of playing the game. And there's another way of playing the game which I'm going to show you today. So let's get started. The first thing that we actually need to do is to make a square. We need to make a square for this folding Click Clack game or origami game. Now we make sure that it's neatly folded along there. Now you can actually just make sure that you fold it across here to get the good square. So I'm hoping that that fold is pretty much on that line, which it is. So what I'm going to do is just open that up and cut it along that line. Or you can get your ruler out if you like and do it really carefully, measure it all up. But this is I've done this my whole life this way, and it seems to work pretty well. So if you've got a square piece of paper already, that's great. You can just use that straight away. You might have some coloured patterned paper or something that you might like to use that's in a square. Some origami paper comes in squares already. Right, so we've got this fold here. So the next thing we need to do is get this corner and fold it up to the other corner, just like that. And do a nice neat fold. So now we have our paper that looks like this. The next thing that we need to do is get each corner, and we're going to fold it into the middle, just like this. So what I usually do is I do the opposite sides, and that just seems to make it easier. So you just fold it up to the middle, fold it up to the middle, each corner, and last one, fold it up to the middle. So what we're going to do now is turn that facing downwards, and now we have just a plain square. With this square, we're going to get each corner and fold it up to the middle again. This corner, fold it up, this corner, and this corner. So it just makes smaller and smaller squares as we go. So as I did with the other side, I'm going to do the same. I do the opposite facing sides when I fold these up. And one more step. And this step is an important one because it helps the Click Clack move freely. So we've got it like this. We're going to fold it in half and make a rectangle. Now where we fold, that's going to help the Click Clack move. So if it's a great crease, it moves much more smoothly. So we'll open that up and we'll fold it up the other way. Just like that. Give it a good fold. And there we have our Click Clack. It looks like this one way with the little fluffy bits there. And the other way, it's got all the triangle bits. So what we do, we fold it like this. We get our pointer and our thumb, like a pincer movement. And we pop one in that side and one in this side. And then we get our other side, other hand, a left hand or a right hand. And then we pop it in there. And this is how we move it. Click, clack, click, clack. So we move it in and then open it up one way, back in, and open it up the other way. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the movement that we do underneath the paper. Now we need to write on these. So I'm just going to sit in my chair now to do this part. So, O-R-A-N-G-E, that has 6 letters. And if you like, you can just write the little number down there to help you remember, but you don't have to do that. All right, purple on the opposite side. Oh, I'm so silly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That has 6 as well. What am I talking about? We've got blue, which definitely has 4 letters. That's okay, having 6 and 6. I should have maybe organised that a bit better and figured out a colour that has maybe 5 letters. And red, R-E-D, which has got 3. All right, so on the inside of this, you write numbers. As I already showed you on this one we wrote the times table. So they pick a times table, your friend or your mum or your brother or your sister, whoever you're playing with, and you do that, and they might say to you, okay, I picked 9 times 6. So they have to tell you the answer, and you open it up, and if they said 54, they got it correct. So with this one, we're going to do some spelling words. So we number from 1 to 8, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now inside we might just have, I don't know, we'll just use colours for today. So we might just write spell. Actually, we might use words like who and where, so we'll use question words. They're always tricky to remember because they have so many silent W's in them. Spell what? And they have silent H's as well. Spell where? Spell how? Spell who, what, where, how, why. Let's do why. Spell why. What's some other words that are tricky to spell sometimes? Spell, let's write because. That's a tricky one to remember. And they, that's a tricky one. Spell they. And last one, spell, what's the word we can spell? I think I'm going to write purple because I thought purple had only 5 letters in it. Spell purple. All right. So what we do, now I need to stand up for this, so excuse that chair moving. Okay, so we slide our fingers in. Now I'm going to be the friend and the person. So here's the person. I'm asking someone, what colour? The person's going to say red. So I'll look at the red, and it's got 3 letters. So I'll go 1, 2, 3. Now I'll say to the person, what number? And they might say 4. So I move it 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I ask them one more time, what number? And they might say number 8. So I open up my Click Clack game, look at the number 8, look underneath the number 8, and I will say to them, spell what? And they'll spell it, W-H-A-T, and then they can have it and they can give me a go. So there we have it, a nice simple fun game to learn your spelling words, to learn your times tables. When we were little, we used to actually say, I love you, and you are funny, you are cool, you are annoying. We used to write really crazy things on it. But I think it's a great way to, and a fun way to learn different facts that you might need to just have to learn because you just have to learn them. So like the times tables or like some spelling words. Okay, thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed that activity. If you have any questions, just pop it in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you are finding my very few videos useful. I'm hoping to get a few more up and running as the weeks go by. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.